Okay, so I checked out Amber Heard's op-ed, so you don't have to. And it is many, many things. But I just want to make one thing abundantly clear. Amber Heard is not facing backlash and a trial because Johnny Depp is being a mean asshole and suing her for defamation. Amber Heard is facing all of these things because Amber Heard wrote an op-ed. She instigated everything. Had she made more generalized statements, had she not directed her ire at the specific person, I do not think she would be facing the situation as it is in this way today. So let's have a look at what's going on in Amber's op-ed. Hi, welcome back to my channel. I'm the one they call Peachy and you are most welcome to join me here. Okie dokie, so just so you're aware, this video is going to probably contain some depictions of abuse or discussions around abuse, and if you're not happy with that, you're welcome to click off this video at any time, check out some other stuff on my channel, or you can just check out anything on the entirety of YouTube. But was Amber wrong to write her op-ed? Of course not. Anyone that's been in any sort of situation, whether it's abuse related or not, is you have the freedom to express yourself and to say what you went through, right? There's nothing also wrong with her speaking out in support of abuse victims. I mean, by and large, we should all agree that that's a positive thing. However, when your direction is abuse victims, i.e. only female, we have a couple problems. That's a serious issue. Okay, Amber's op-ed states that she didn't see herself as a victim despite being exposed to abuse at a young age and being harassed and sexually assaulted by college age. I do get that she possibly was like, I'm not going to be a victim. I'm not going to call myself a victim. I'm going to stand strong and do that. But I think that the end result was that she didn't typically act like a victim in many cases, and it's not necessarily to her favor. However, we do also know from all the evidence that's coming out in court that she was also a perpetrator of abuse. So that could have affected her ability to see herself as a victim or to just behave like a victim. Because I'm pretty sure we've all established now that both Amber and Johnny have been abusive in this relationship, okay? Then she mentioned around the time of her divorce that she became, I quote, a public figure representing domestic abuse. I have a serious problem with this because I checked online and I can't find any articles that's stating that she was like an ambassador, right? So an ambassador is not necessarily just someone that is going to make a pledge of a donation or whatever. It's someone that's actually going to stand up, speak out, constantly work in the direction of that particular thing. At least that's how I see an ambassador. I really was looking, and I've been searching for like a while now, like trying to see, where are you an ambassador? How did you step up as an ambassador? What are these articles saying that you became an ambassador for this particular cause? And all I could see is that she worked with the ACLU as a artist volunteer, and I would argue that this is not really enough to create change. And so everyone can have an opinion and mention that. But when you call yourself an ambassador, it actually requires you to do some work for the particular cause that you are doing things in. But if you know of things that I'm not aware of, please pop it in the comment section. I would love to have a look. Okay, so then she claims that people told her she would be blacklisted and she would in the industry, and she was right. Yeah, because the issue here is I don't think Amber had enough star power to talk about her issues of abuse on her own and just be believed or respected in the industry. Like, take a look at Rihanna. Rihanna's like a huge star, so people were ready to just jump in behind her. And I don't think that Amber had that star power at that moment. However, I think that her statement would have been a lot more powerful if she worked with the Me Too movement, because she would have had the backing of all of these women with this collective abuse experiences rather than just working with the ACLU. Okay, then she says that people who are accused of abuse are protected in the industry. She's very right. That happens all the time. I mean, that's how we ended up with the whole situation with Harvey Weinstein. He was protected in the industry for a long time. There was nothing wrong with her saying these things. She's very great. Okay, she spoke negatively about Trump as well in the op-ed. Although I couldn't see any backlash that she faced about that, there were no articles that I could find, which kind of makes me think that this op-ed wasn't as impactful as she maybe wanted, and also that Johnny probably shouldn't have responded to it and just left it. Because I'd never heard of Amber Heard until I watched Aquaman, and even then, I'm gonna be honest, I didn't think she did such a stellar job. I think she did an okay job, but okay. Anyway, then she called for a change to legislation, which is really, really good. She also claims that she had to change her number after her allegations about Johnny's abuse came forward. I can believe that she would have been harassed for that. Dep stands are working on my nerves right now because they just want to attack everyone. It's like, yo, the guy is a PR team, he's got lawyers, he doesn't need your help in this area. Do not bully other people on his behalf. You are not helping his case. It's just not. Anyway, yeah, she also has not yet donated her pledged amount to the charity she said that she believes in, right? Which is the ACLU, as this is now aside from the Children's Hospital. So I have a problem with you saying that you're an ambassador, an advocate for anti-abuse, all this kind of things, but only the anti-abuse of women. And also you're like, I am so for this cause. I'm very passionate about this cause, but I'm not going to do much about it. I think it's weird. Anyway, then she says that her intention for this particular op-ed was to, and I quote, ensure that women who come forward to talk about violence receive more support, nothing wrong with that, and to right imbalances that have shaped our lives. This op-ed, however, does not achieve this goal. There's large portions of it which seem very directed at an individual, despite the fact that their name is not mentioned. It kind of, to me, it seems like the kind of email blast you send out to your family after you and your ex break up. You know, like, I'm ready to move on with my life and I want to support other women who have bad experiences or come out of toxic relationships, but also this person was a nasty ass, whatever. You know, that was the vibe I got from it. I could be wrong, although, but you can check it out and let me know what you think in the comments. But unfortunately, this particular post that she made did not rise in me the urge to go and support people who are facing issues of abuse. It did not. And I am very much an anti-abuse advocate. I'm very much an advocate for rehabilitating abusers. But this particular post really just came across to me as someone that is angry and wants to be justified and wants everyone on their side. And the truth of the situation is that when you release an allegation to the public, the person that you are alleging something against has the absolute right to stand up and say, no, that did not happen that way. They have the right to. Even if that person is your abuser. It sucks, I hate it, but it's the truth and it's fair. Because that's justice. We've got to make space for justice, even within the context of abuse. Because we have to trust that the legal system will somehow get to the root of the injustice and it will be corrected. And we have to fight for that to happen. Sometimes we're fighting for it means writing an op-ed or donating your full pledge. Not interchangeably using the words donate and pledge. And the situation is that we need to do some things about the injustices in the world. However, that last line of her op-ed says that she wants to help right the imbalances that have shaped our lives. Honey, there's an imbalance of women who abuse men and men can't come forward. So is that an imbalance that you're concerned about as well? Or are you like being feminist in terms of abuse towards women, but men can just go around? Like what's the issue here? We have to understand that anyone can be a victim and anyone can be a perpetrator, because that kind of mentality is going to make sure that we can protect everyone. This case has just it has outlined to me how sadly biased we are in society and how ridiculously we cling to these antiquated notions of feminism and masculinity or misogyny. It's so completely ridiculous and we need to just stop. Also, we can't pretend that there aren't lawyers and people involved in this whole process that are trying to manipulate it on behalf of their clients. So that's quite interesting. But anyway, let me know what you think in the comments. And I appreciate you being here. Don't forget to like and subscribe. And also stay tuned for your scripture of the day. Unless otherwise indicated, all the following scripture quotations are taken from the Holy Bible, New Living Translation, with copyright by Tyndale Foundation, used by permission of Tyndale House Publishers, all rights reserved. Thank you so much for joining me. I hope that you have an absolutely awesome day further because you absolutely deserve it. Cheers! 그대 잠깐 눈을 붙일 때 나는 마음에 불을 붙여요 비밀의